Welcome to the weekly update for January 14th, 2013. I will cover the S&P 500, COMEX, and the Dow Jones. On the monthly, weekly, and daily charts, I'll highlight our current situation. The monthly chart obviously hasn't changed much since our last comment last week. We're still with a flat RSI and below 30 ADX value. On the weekly chart, there is a slight improvement in relation to last week, and price right here continues to press against this resistance of 1477.57. However, let's point out that we still have a volume divergence in play that could definitely retrace this price toward either this line or these ATR crosses. The RSI continues to increase slightly, as well as the ADX at 29.73. For a better look on the daily chart, you can see that price has made two attempts already to break this resistance of 1474.51. As I pointed out the week before, if there's enough volume coming in this coming week with strong volume, moving this RSI to a higher ground as well as the ADX could make price break this resistance area. On the COMEX Nasdaq monthly, weekly, and daily chart, as before, we continue to be on a congestion situation. This was reported last week update. The daily chart, however, does not give much information yet. It looks like it's very cloudy environment to look into entry. However, very interesting enough, we have a slightly increasing ADX value. This industry or this segment is trying to move up higher. However, the RSI flat condition and the volume divergence already in play into this chart is preventing this stock to move to a higher ground. We will have to wait to the next week to see any improvement. On the Dow Jones, again, just like the other charts before and the last report last week, we're still obviously on a congestion environment. We have less volume than prior years. We have a resistance on the RSI as well as a very low levels of ADX at 1799. This is not healthy at all for this segment or this index if it wants to move to a higher ground. The weekly chart obviously continues to show a volume divergence. We indicated that on the prior week. We have a very low RSI value and below 30 ADX on the weekly. On the daily chart, you can see on this white line, this was what happened last week. I left it there for a reason. I wanted to show you that if it could bounce here, or basically it could break it, and it did early this past week. However, it moved up slowly, not much, and is still in what I consider to be an uncongestion environment. The volume is not giving us much indication where it wants to go, and if this market really wants to go to these prior highs, it's going to have to strong volume coming in to the market is needed. This RSI condition is to improve, and most importantly, we're seeing a very important development here. We're seeing our ADX value on the daily increasing to 30.65. So this market might gradually move up to a higher ground. However, it's too early to predict. Please come back next week and check for updates. Remember, make sure to wait for the market settles around 10 to 10:30 or 10:15 a.m. before entering a position. Make sure that there is not a market report coming up that could affect your trades. Exercise proper money management, and visit the THD site and register for a seminar and learn how to use the tools.